Welcome to The Passion Pod with your host, Chris Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation.
Welcome back, friends. Today we are sitting backstage at Reverb Music Festival. This is the first year ever doing it with a very special guest who this is obviously her first year doing this, and she looks a little different today, so you might not recognize her. Introduce yourself for us, please.
Yeah, I am Chelsea Seckora, aka Chestnut. I am the MC for Reverb today.
So what do you do normally when you don't have these contacts in and this green hair? Because you do like a pretty professional thing in Eau Claire. People have probably seen your stuff already.
Yeah, I'm the creative director for the Eau Claire Area Chamber of Commerce. So I've been doing that for over 7 years now. So yeah, got to put on the little professional, mask and do the thing. Definitely cannot wear these contacts to work.
Because they bother your eyes or because the look is just pretty intense?
Yeah, intense.
So how did you decide that this was going to be your look? Did you used to go to Warped Tour and this is what you wore? It was dusty in your closet?
I actually cosplay. So I have a whole cosplay closet. So I own like 40 wigs, like 10 pairs of contacts, all kinds of different outfits and stuff. So I just looked in and assembled.
That adds up to be quite a bit. So how did this become a thing for you? Have you DJ'd a bunch or MC'd a bunch of events before? Because being a creative director is not the same thing.
No. So I actually was approached about this gig. I'm known to be pretty charismatic. A wild soul. And so one of the directors, I met her through the Chamber of Commerce, and she actually reached out to me when this whole event was even being pitched. She was like, yo, I know you're wicked cool and you've got that creative outlet, so can I pick your brain on something? And I was like, sure. So we talked, and I gave her kind of like some input and some conceptualized ideas as to maybe how to go about producing this event, what needs to be there from a demographic standpoint. And then, so I was just going to show up and have a good time and be like, I love this for the area. And then she reached out and she was like, how would you feel about being the MC? And I was like, neat. So I used to do a lot of theater too. So I've got like thespian blood in me. So yeah, just doing the thing.
You're very comfortable on a mic then. So are you really familiar with all of these bands? Did you brush way up? Were you a big fan for the last 15 years since they all first popped up? Or
okay, so like back in like the angst, right? Like back in, I was very into them. So I did have to brush up on some cases. My genre has expanded. I'm what you call polyamorous. And so if you listen to my phone, it can go from like Disney to Cradle of Filth. So,
sure.
So I listen to all genres. But I always listened to like Red Jumpsuit. Charlotte Sands really picked up, and I've been loving them. And then like All Time Low, Mayday Parade. So I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, like let's get back into it. Been listening to it, and I'm just like, this takes me back to a time.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Charlotte Sands in particular.
Yeah.
Like that sound is really unique, and I feel like for me anyways, that's the closest to my music taste. But then again, in these days, everybody is, would you say polygenrealist? Polygenrealist? Yeah, but I mean really like the genres really cross quite a bit with all of these bands. I was even talking to Randy Winter from Red Jumpsuit the other day remotely, and he was talking about how they're going to be releasing some like stripped down versions and stuff, like acoustic versions of a bunch of their old songs.
Oh, heck
right?
yeah.
Where it's almost a different genre of the same song.
Let's go.
And I think people are really open to that, and they want to see more of that. What's your plan for being on stage? I can't imagine being like, I've been on a mic a lot, and I've been on a stage before, but if I was just asked to MC this event, I don't know what I would even say. Do you have banter lined up? Do you have questions? Like,
yeah, no.
You're just going to roll with the punches and see how it goes?
It's what I do. I'm 100% adaptable. So I'm going to just go out, and I'm going to just feel the vibe and do the thing. I'm also funny, so yeah. I'm hoping to like slide some sick humor in there, get some laughs, and then I'll be like...
And all that's off the top of the dome?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I try to do that. I think I fail at it, but once in a while I can say something that's clever. So people are missing out on Reverb right now because nobody's here yet. Just kidding. People are coming, and it's going to be a big crowd. But there's a lot of people that just didn't know that this was happening, and they're going to feel that FOMO real hard, and they're going to want to be here. For next year, what are you most excited about with this festival that everyone is going to be jealous that they didn't show up for?
Ooh, I think what this festival has is obviously just experiencing music, right? It's its own in-depth experience, but there is more to this festival. You have all kinds of artists that are being featured, activities, things like that. So you're coming for the music, you're coming for the camaraderie, and then you're coming to really immerse in the space. And I think that's really unique about Reverb.
Yeah, I think the festival in general, what's best about it is the community that comes along with it.
Yeah.
And Eau Claire has been so focused on country. And then, we have Rockfest and we have Blue Ox and we've had Eau Claires in the past. But really, it's like rock and country are the only things that we've invested into for that community. This community has just been kind of forgotten about all these years. Not just in Eau Claire, but in general, right? That's
Sure.
why I just heard somebody who showed up, got out of a lift, that they got here from Colorado.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, seriously. So people are coming from all over because this whole community has kind of taken a back seat for a long time. So it's exciting to see that resurgence where it's like, you don't even know how many of these people that you'd see that you've known that show up and you're like, wow, you really like this stuff too? I didn't even know this was like dusty in the closet for me, but I can't wait to like tell everybody about it. Okay, well, I won't take any more of your time because I'm excited to see you up on stage. I get to be back here in my own little comfort zone. You get to be in front of everybody. So I'll learn something from you today.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Passion Pod. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you soon.